All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here tonight. Another wonderful speaker in a great series provided by Van Hipp and the Hipp Center for International Affairs and National Security. I'm glad you're all here. This is going to be a fascinating talk at a moment in world affairs that is vital for us to understand the pressures, the tensions, the insecurities, the threats to not only European security, but global security. I'd like to thank Van, who is a Wofford graduate class of 1982, who made this event possible, as well as he makes so many other great events possible here on campus. Van is chair of American Defense International in Washington, D.C., but he often gets an applause, too, for his wonderful sideline reporting during Terrier football games. He travels far and wide to come to those games and far and wide to return home to Wofford College. So let me introduce Van to introduce our guest tonight.
Thank you, President Sam Hatton. Thank you for being here. And you know, we're trying to, I think we've been doing this now for 14 years now that we started this program, and it's grown. And we're wanting now to also expand it to include internships, paid internships for Wofford students. And so I think it's already up on the website of our career services, and they're going to link to our center's website. We're going to have 3 paid internships for Wofford students this summer, one for the American Battlefield Trust, which I don't know if you're familiar with American Battlefield Trust, but it's the leading nonprofit that works with our government and others to tell the story of America. And we'll be working very closely with the United States government next year of the 250th anniversary of our nation's founding. So that's one of the internships. The other will be with the Palmetto Promise Institute in Columbia, South Carolina, which is really South Carolina's leading think tank. Interacts with the legislature and others, another good opportunity. And the third internship will be with the Congressional Medal of Honor Society, which is our congressionally chartered society by Congress back in 1958 to tell the story of the Medal of Honor and our heroes. So these will be 3 great opportunities for Wofford students this summer. So I encourage students, if you're interested, go to the website, either with the center or with career services, and apply, because we want to get these things to happen right away and hopefully grow up. You're in for a treat tonight, folks. I've heard this man in discussions today with upstate business leaders. He's also a physician. This guy's a Renaissance man. He's also a physician, and I heard him interact with doctors over at our VA College of Osteopathic Medicine. And when I think of Bogdan Klich and his background, he is truly an international statesman. In the 70s and 80s, was active in the democracy movement in Poland. In the 90s, was the director in Krakow of their Center for the Development of Democracy, a member of the Polish Parliament, member of the European Parliament, member of the Polish Senate, was the minority leader of the Polish Senate, was the chair of their Foreign Policy Committee, and oh, by the way, was the Minister of Defense of Poland, where he interacted big time with the United States and our national security officials here on doing great things between our two nations. The thing about Poland is a trusted and valued ally of America's, and also in NATO. You know, President Trump his first term and now this term is always talking about the NATO members have got to up their contribution to NATO. Well, guess who's leading the way? Guess who puts a higher percentage of their GDP into national security and into NATO than any country, including the United States? It is Poland. The Polish people, and Poland holds a very special place in the hearts of the American people. From their resistance against the Nazis to Lech Walesa standing up to communism, the Polish people always fight for freedom. It is an honor to have with us the top diplomat of Poland in the United States, the head of the Polish mission, the Honorable Bogdan Klich. Ambassador,
Thank you very much for this introduction. I will try to do my best to show you not only my personal thoughts, but also, let's say, the position of Polish government and Polish president concerning the main and the most important security issues and security challenges that we face together. Let's not forget that these are challenges, that we face together, belonging both, Poland and the United States and other friendly countries in Europe to the West, to the collective West. When I say collective West, I include also those countries that are not geographically in the West, but they share the same set of values. Because to be connected with the West, to be a part of the West, it means to share the same set of values. For those who need more readings about those values, I would recommend two very short parts of two critical treaties, and this is the Washington Treaty from 1949, preamble of the Washington Treaty, setting up the basis for NATO. And if you are from Europe, you can refer to the Article 2 of the Lisbon Treaty, setting up the European Union. They both speak about the same. They speak about democracy, they speak about freedoms, they speak about the rule of law and some other values that I hope we share, at least here in that chamber. I always decide to begin my course at the university, Jagiellonian University in Krakow, with discussion with my students about what is NATO for, but also what is NATO about. And I present my opinion, this is not only my opinion, that mainly it is the organization that protects this community of values, that protects this set of values. We don't have any other transatlantic institution that would do so. From that point of view, it is crucial for at least Polish government, to maintain the current role of the alliance. And in my current life, as the head of mission here in the United States, I devote a lot of my time to discuss that issue with the National Security Council, with the State Department, and I'm satisfied as the head of mission that we share that opinion together. It means that NATO should be protected, that NATO should be preserved, and NATO should be reinforced. That's very important because of our diagnosis, our threat perception, and because threat perception was adopted 2 years ago, 3 years ago, during the Madrid summit of the alliance, and you can read about this threat assessment in the strategic concept of the alliance. You will see that that we share the same opinion that Russia is the main and direct threat for NATO's stability and for our security. Practically, Polish government was satisfied with both messages coming from the current administration. When Defense Secretary Hexet visited Warsaw at the beginning of new administration, just after inauguration of President Donald Trump, and confirmed in Warsaw that American troops will be deployed in Poland in the future. This is one of the major achievements of former governments. I would say also that as Minister of Defense, I did a lot to encourage Americans to put their boots on the ground. And we are satisfied with the current level, current size of this deployment. We host around 10,000 of American soldiers on Polish soil currently. And if you hear any rumors about the withdrawal of American troops from Poland, I can say that these are misleading informations, that these are fake news, because for both, for the United States and for Poland, such a stationing of the robust contingent of American soldiers on Polish soil is crucial. For us, because of our security, for you, because of your position in the world, at least your position in Europe. There were some rumors this morning about a part of this contingent that was withdrawn. I want to say that according to the Washington summit, last Washington summit decisions, some American troops were moved from one place to another on the territory of Poland, because it is NATO that takes over command over the logistics and the main hub transferring weaponry to Ukraine in the southeastern part of Poland. And they were moved from one place to another on the territory of our country. So let's be very careful speaking about that, because for us, but also for our partners in Central Europe, as well as for the United States, all decisions concerning deployment of American troops on the territory of my country are absolutely crucial. Secondly, what I want to underline, these are military steps that we should take together to reinforce this military dimension of the alliance. As you know, NATO is a defense alliance. As you know, NATO consists of two dimensions, political and military dimension. And when political unity is crucial for political effectiveness of NATO, military steps, military decisions are crucial for the future ability to react. And because of the Eastern threat, it is necessary to have NATO better prepared to deal with those threats. I would like to say some words about implementation, because implementation creates a context, for those military steps. This is about implementation of decisions taken during both Madrid and Vilnius summits. This is about implementation of so-called regional defense plans. Regional defense plans replaced contingency plans that were crucial for military effectiveness, and now they make up the set of military scenarios of reinforcement of countries that would be attacked by Russian or Russian plus Belarusian troops in the future. So implementation of those decisions, as you see, are absolutely crucial for this effectiveness of NATO. Secondly, NATO decided to set up the new model of rapid reaction force. It is a huge challenge for the alliance to have well-designed, well-prepared, trained forces that would be able to react immediately against threats. That's why implementation of this new concept of rapid reaction force of the alliance is second important challenge that we face right now. The third one, it is connected with the new concept of deterrence. We are not talking only about defense. We are talking also about deterrence. And deterrence by denial was a concept introduced into the vocabulary of NATO. It has to be prepared, it has to be implemented, and it has to be protected in the future. I'm speaking only about those three issues, three projects, but I'm talking about political unity to implement those decisions that were adopted recently. From this perspective, you can see that the cooperation between the United States and Poland for us, but also here, plays a critical role. It has its own history. It was began just after the beginning of democratic transformation in Poland, when we were able to enjoy our third independence. So this is the partnership between independent and democratic countries, the partnership that consists also of various dimensions. Of course, the political and security dimension is absolutely critical currently, but what would we do without economic ties? What would we do without, for example, a robust LNG import from the United States to Poland that replaced a big part of our former gas import from the Russian Federation. And because Poland belonged to this group of countries, European countries that decided, to replace Russian supplies with Western supplies as quickly as possible after the Russian second invasion on Ukraine. That's why the current capacity of our import from the United States is also significant. And we hope that Polish economy will grow in the future. We hope that it will develop as it developed during last 33 years. Actually, since 1992, Polish economy has been developing, without any break. We had only 1 year of stagnation. We had no recession during such a long period. That's why we hope that our economy will continue this growth, and we will need more LNG that we need right now. From this perspective, the access, to American LNG plays a vital role for our economy and will play the same role in future. Perhaps you have heard a lot about our investments, about our procurement here. Yes, I can confirm that that Polish government decided to sign a lot of agreements, and we are the biggest customer of American defense industry in the alliance, not only in Europe, in the alliance. Nowadays, this capacity is is significant, as I said, because we spent around more than 50 billion US dollars here to acquire new technologies, new equipment, weaponry, and sophisticated systems as well. Perhaps you heard that we decided also to allocate a big part of our GDP for defense spending. Yes, it was 4.1% of our GDP last year, and we are ready, to allocate around 4.7% of our GDP for defense modernization. It is a huge effort for our taxpayers. It is a huge effort for our economy, but we face the immediate and direct threat. It is Russia. That's why we know that it is necessary to improve our capabilities on the ground. And finally, some words about European Union. Important, not only because we have right now the presidency of the European Union, but important strategically for Poland because of the mechanisms of cooperation in Europe that the European Union protects. Yes, there are controversies between the United States and the European Union, but we try, to encourage our friends from the EU to continue this mutual loyalty, Atlantic together with European loyalty, because it is crucial for security of both. Of the alliance and of the European Union as well. Perhaps you heard something about mechanisms of cooperation between the European Union and NATO. I can confirm that several declarations were signed after 2016 on the necessary cooperation between those two organizations, and it goes on. It goes on. Perhaps you heard also about the main notion of the main title of Polish presidency, which is security. And without doubts, this main objective of our presidency during the first half of this year, we try to implement, we try to introduce, and we do that, encouraging our partners to do more concerning defense spendings in Europe. And we try to do that also internally in our domestic policy of the European Union, trying to show to our partners that we have to be responsible for our external borders. Protection of our external borders is one of the main aspects of our presidency. As you perhaps know, Polish government, the former Polish government decided to begin this process, and the current Polish government decided to continue this process of better protection of our eastern border. Why? Because migration was used by services and forces of Belarus as a tool in a kind of hybrid operation against stability of our country. So there is a bipartisan agreement concerning protection of our border. And because there are some good effects of this protection, we try to encourage, as I said before, our partners to do the same, not only on the eastern flank, but also on the southern flank. That's why Now there is a huge and very large discussion in Europe about how to protect European borders of the European Union, to avoid such measures, such critical hybrid operations against our societies. And perhaps you heard something about the recent decisions on tariffs here in the United States. I have to confirm that we are prepared to react in Europe. There were attempts from the European side to consult those American decisions before they were implemented, and we are ready to do so also in the future. But after the first decisions were taken and they referred to aluminum and steel field, as well as to car production area, the European Commission will react on the 9th of April. And it will be politically united reaction. It will be a smart reaction. And after this reaction, we'll be still ready to discuss with our hosts here at the American administration the potential compromise concerning this large set of 20% tariffs that were declared by President of the United States recently. We hope that such a compromise will be achieved. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ambassador. We've got time for questions from the audience.